Coming up on Tarvalin After Dark.
Hit me up with your herp cues.
More like Babylon this dick.
We are moving on from herpes.
Herpy Watch 2026. The light illumine you, and welcome to Tarvalin After Dark. My name is Jess, the Emerlin Seat, and I'm here at the Thirsty Tinker, Tarvalin's most disreputable inn, located in scenic North Harbor. Hail and well met, beloved listeners. How's it going?
Hey.
Oh, well,
Hey.
Is Kevin one of the beloved listeners?
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, maybe.
Were we waiting
Does
for
he
an
listen to
actual
the show?
answer? Were we waiting for an answer to
I
that?
don't know if you're aware how podcasts work, but they can't.
Yeah,
respond live.
I was doing a dramatic pause, and then you guys were like, whatever. But today we're going to be talking about the first two episodes of season 2 of Stranger Things, which were highly enjoyable. And I was like, oh, I can't watch the third one. God damn it. What else are we doing? We've got news. We've got timey news.
And
It's going to be
am I the asshole?
And Am I the Asshole? So that's pretty good. But first, let me introduce my partners in debauchery, Nameless, Kevin, and Jenny
Hey.
Sky. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Hello, Dee. What's
Hello.
Stand, bitches!
I love the soundboard so much. Do you have any new patrons?
No, we do not.
Hey.
But I thought it would be good to start by talking about this really crazy thing Jenny told us.
what did I tell you? Oh,
You have herpes.
So
technically, yes.
we found out a couple things about Jenny. Number one, she knows everything there is to know about herpes. So if you have questions,
Foremost expert.
please email the podcast with your herpes related questions. Jenny will
Treatment
say
options as well.
treatment options.
Don't know if I can do that.
TarvalinAfterDark@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Not
Herpes.
sure if I'm able to do that.
Herpes at lesbianerdy.com.
And put in the subject line, herp questions.
Herp questions.
Herp
Okay.
cues. Herp cues, yeah.
Yeah. The other thing we learned about
Hit
Jenny.
me up with your herp cues.
The other thing we learned about Jenny is that we actually found out Jenny has a beef with one of the people that I think is.
And we're not talking about her herpy beef either.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Arby's?
I was
Arby's?
going to say, is
Arby's?
herpes the singular of herpes? I don't have herpes. I have a singular herpes.
One herpy.
One herpy. I'd like one herpy, please. Thank you.
Oh my God, that's great.
Aren't
We
who
caught
study
it early. It's just a herpy. It's
just, yeah, before it spread. Just the one herpy. Aren't people who study snakes called herpetologists?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I need to look it up now.
Well, Jenny definitely studies snakes.
Why? What? I'm sorry. I'm
She's
literally crying.
She's a snake connoisseur.
Yeah, sure.
Herpologist.
Amphibians and reptiles.
There you go.
Ain't that about it?
Okay.
Herpetologists.
Snakes are cool.
We did learn not roast beef, Kevin, but Jenny does have beef with honestly one of the meanest YouTubers I've ever met, and that is Allie from Allie and Gus.
Oh yeah. I have huge beef. Yeah,
huge beef with them. Wheel Takes podcast is awful.
More like Wheel Takes a dump.
According to Jenny, I should say.
She's also on this other podcast called Babylon, and it's just terrible. You should totally check it out.
More like Babylon this dick.
You should go and listen to Babylon just to see how shitty they are. Go download that podcast just to see how shitty it is.
What even is this podcast? Jenny didn't even hear you, Kevin.
No, I missed the joke. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't
more like
really
Babylon this dick. Yeah.
Not really a joke.
No, not really.
That was
I'm warming up still. My Adderall hasn't kicked in yet,
Oh.
The singular herpy was enough for me. That you already killed me once. You don't need to kill me
You
again.
already killed her.
All right. Well, we are moving on from herpes, and we are moving on to
Big Herpes 6. Oh my gosh. Like Big Hero 6. Sorry.
I was right there with you. I was
Sorry.
right there with you.
All right,
I wanted that to be with you, Kevin.
Oh my god.
So if you enjoy all of this enlightening educational talk about herpes, you can support us on Patreon.
Oh yeah.
And you can rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Audible.
The most important part about supporting us on Patreon is you get to have live access to these shows, and you get to see like when Jenny was telling us about the herpes earlier, and she gave it to Jess, by the way. So
there was a good 10-ish minutes of us just bullshitting before we actually started the show. And that doesn't go into the...
Yeah, and that was before we cut the herpy cam as well, yeah?
Herpy Watch 2026.
Wow.
One herpy.
So, yeah, obviously the name of this episode is just going to be herpes, but...
This is a sci-fi and fantasy podcast, so we should go back to that. So let's do... There's a lot of...
medicine is science, so there is that. But let me finish my thing first.
Oh, yeah.
You can support us on Patreon. You will get live access to us recording. You can do it in real time and be in the chat, and we will talk back to you, or you can go back and you can watch it later, either way. And that also comes out before the actual episode does, so you'll be able to see it before it hits the airwaves, which happens when it happens. You can also rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Audible. You can also rate us on Spotify. You can't leave a review, but you can rate us there if you want to. If you review us on Apple Podcasts or Audible, if you leave us a 5-star review, we will read it on the show, and then you'll be famous. You're welcome. And then if you are in need of amazing t-shirts, tote bags, other amazing merch, and you're feeling a little gay,
and the friggin' frog's gay.
Exactly. You can go to queerancia.co/TVAD and use promo code TVAD to buy queer stuff. And we're approaching the end of March. Pride Month is right around the corner, and you do not want to be caught in the middle of Pride Month without a clack fan or other gay paraphernalia. So you're going to want to stock up.
Gay paraphernalia.
Yeah.
You can also join our Discord.
You a fucking cop or something? What the hell?
What?
You called it paraphernalia. It's like I'm getting pulled over or something.
Do you get pulled over with paraphernalia all the time?
I'm the gay.
All the time, yeah.
Yeah. You'll get arrested.
All right. It is time for the news. Okay. Wow.
That name's like I'm so fucking sick of you people.
That
it is gay apparel as well. Yeah.
We haven't recorded in a month, and I already hate you.
We have some breaking, impactful news.
So exciting.
Guys, before we talk about and give any commentary on it, I want to let everybody know there have been, like, if you were feeling like sad about the Wheel of Time show being canceled, we have the solution for you. Not only will we be getting another Wheel of Time TV show, that enough would be enough.
Oh, it would be, yeah.
We are getting movies based on Wheel of Time.
Plural, yeah.
We're getting a second video game, by the way.
I know.
There's already another one in production.
Yep.
On top of that, right, there were already 2 other movies in production.
I know. That's been years. They've obviously got those ones mostly done because they were announced years ago.
Yes. So we are getting, like, if you thought that Amazon canceling the Wheel of Time was the end, you were wrong. Because there is so much content coming from iWatt that you will not be able to watch all of it. I'm actually considering starting a 3rd channel, you know?
Yeah. You know what IWAT
The light
really good
from
at?
Jess's face.
IWAT is so good at making announcements. I just imagine
love
them in
their
like a room.
announcements.
I think there's like a room full of cocaine where they like just decide on all the announcements they're gonna make, and then they spend the next like year coming down, and then they go
here's
into
what
a
I will
room full of
give them.
cocaine and make another announcement.
Here's what I'll give IWAT. They do enough. I mean, people have not the real like hardcore Wheel of Time fans don't fall for this shit, but
Yeah.
the other people may a little bit, but they do enough to like make you think, okay, there might be some, like, if we go back to Winter Dragon, which is the most notorious IWAT thing, which used to be Red Eagle at that point, right?
Yeah.
They had Billy fucking Zane in it, right? Like, Billy Zane from Titanic and like famous actor was in it in that bullshit infomercial time slot that aired at 1:30 a.m. right? And I literally remember that being like, what the fuck is this?
And the thing that's really, really annoying about it is that overall it was so bad, but Billy Zane was really good.
Well, yeah.
He's definitely here.
Like, he's Billy Zane.
How did they get Billy Zane attached to that is my question. But
how did
Who
you
did
do
he
that?
owe money?
Well, so here's the thing we have to come back to.
Again, I'm gonna say like piles of cocaine. I'm certain that they are involved in all of their planning.
So they have announced. Let me get through the news of it, and we'll give the commentary. They have announced Thomas Vu, who is the producer, who works at. He's behind Riot Games, so he's behind League of Legends and the the TV show Arcane.
Yeah, I was gonna say Arcane.
To be clear, Arcane
was a fucking awesome.
Was incredible, right? On Netflix. So and it is also the most expensive animated series of all time, $250 million for 2 seasons.
It looks stunning though. Like it really looks good. Yeah.
So like they have announced that he is taking part of it. Now, here's the part that's buried in all of this that I'm sure all of the Wheel of Time fandom will love. They released an image, even like a rendering of Rand in. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I didn't see
it
it.
looks so.
Yeah. Well, it's in the style of Arcane, Jenny. It's like
That's good.
So it's like Arcane art style, but it's.
But is it AI because they love AI?
Yes.
Oh, you guessed it, Jenny.
You guessed it, Jenny. 100%.
I'm like enough of a content creator that I've gotten a few press releases from them, and they sent me like one long meandering press release about their AI project. And it literally was written by AI because it made no fucking sense. It's like, we have decided to synergize with the intermediary of this. Like, it was, what the fuck is this?
So.
Well,
like,
that's gonna be a no for me because I don't fuck with AI. So.
Yeah.
So they are, interestingly enough, right? They have announced that they've announced another video game, which again, if it's attached to Riot is a legit.
Riot makes good. I mean, League of Legends is a very.
I mean, that's a AAA game company.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that's missing from all this. I have a video that's going to come out later today breaking all this down too. But where's the money? So, like, I don't care about the announcements. The announcements are nothing until there's a backer, right? Because these things cost money to do. Now, if they announce,
need to have somebody attached.
If they announce Sony's behind it or something, okay, there's money bags. Let's do it, right? I don't. It's interesting because also, if you guys don't know, and I don't know actually, I have not reached out to her to see if she's still there. Sarah Nakamura
she started working for them.
She started working for them. Now, before you bash Sarah, right?
No, it's a job. It's a job.
And on top of that, if you knew that this project that you loved, right, was going to get adapted or turned into something, would you not want to have input on the outcome?
100%. Like if an animated thing starts getting off the works, I am going to be all up on Jen and Allie, who both work in that. Get your fucking claws in there, please. Like, I don't care if it's IWAT. Just like I get people who love the property in there. I want that to be a part of it. Of course.
And like when I first heard that Sarah was going to work for them, I was like, that's a questionable decision because they're a questionable organization. But I get why she did it.
Yeah.
Like, also, they were on the show too. Like at the very end of the credits, IWAT was on the show because you cannot do a property with Wheel of Time that does not have their stank on it because they are permanently attached now.
Well, not
Like,
permanently.
Really wish that
The rights will
in
resort
perpetuity.
back if
Yeah.
they don't sell them. So I was talking with Matt Hatch about this the other day, and just checking. We were catching up, and it's just interesting because the rights. For those that don't know, so Red Eagle bought the rights before Robert Jordan died. So this was back in, I want to say it was like 2005. They bought the rights. Now they paid a sum of a grand total of $640,000 for the adaptation rights for Wheel of Time. But now keep in mind at that time, fantasy properties were not really...
It was not like,
it wasn't Game of Thrones and all that. Yeah.
Mhm.
The idea was that ultimately they would turn into that. Before his death, Robert Jordan had a blog, and you can still go back up. This is still on Dragonmouth.
Yeah.
He was furious. In fact, about 3 months before he died, he put out a blog entry saying, I am done working with them. I will poison the well with them. Like, I'm going to sabotage anything they do, basically. So that was back then. And obviously, Robert Jordan passed away. They kept the rights. And for those that don't know, Winter Dragon was a legal maneuver to keep the rights because they would revert back to
over
now
Harriet.
Supposedly it wasn't to screw over Harriet as much as it was they were already in talks with Sony at that time to do the Wheel of Time show. Okay, and they did not want the rights to revert back, so they had to release something. So they did that because they had already started talking about what ended up becoming the show. So that, and there was legal whatever behind that, and
that was like that. When it ended up becoming the show, because that was 2000 and that was decades, at least a decade and a half before the show came out.
No, it wasn't that. It was like 2015,
when did
15, I think. 2000.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't that. Keep in mind, the Memory of Light came out in like 2012. So
that's true. Yeah.
The years
wasn't
blend a little bit.
Yeah.
I was still living in Canada when it came out. I was not living here, and I've lived here for over a decade.
So Red Eagle has a notorious history of not following through. Now, I think it's because, again, it comes down to all of this is fairly common. Like I don't play a lot of games anymore, but when I did, I played a lot of MMOs, and there are always people announcing their Kickstarter MMO RPG, like, hey, we're going to do this and this and all these game systems. And they promise the world to get people excited, right? And the goal there is excitement and engagement to show, hey, this is worth investing in, right? That's essentially what is going on here, is excitement, engagement to hopefully get somebody to invest in the project. Whether that happens or not, I am not optimistic. That does not mean that it won't, and I will gladly eat my words if Thomas Vu ends up making a arcane level quality Wheel of Time show.
I will watch whatever comes out, but I wasn't joking when I said they announced movies years ago. There were movies in that when the show was first announced.
They're supposed to be still going.
White Tower
movies.
movie.
Yeah, exactly. Age of Legends movies were announced back then.
So we will see what happens with that. Like I said, I am not even the slightest bit optimistic for any of it.
No.
But I will also gladly eat my words if they end up making something. I mean, I'll cover it. If it ends up being, I don't think it will be AI slop, because when we talk AI, here's what I think early AI and what AI is today are two different things. Where when AI early on was learning, it was basically going on the internet and, oh, there's an image of Randall Thor. Let me modify that. Right? That's not so much how AI works anymore with the large language models. So a lot of the AI art generation is more, you're taking out creators, right? But the AI itself can create from scratch to a degree. That doesn't mean that I would watch that.
AI is not creating from scratch. It's creating from shit that it learned from other people's work. Those people were not fucking consulted. They were not asked. They were not paid. It's fucking theft.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
that other people made.
That's not how it works anymore.
We're not paid for.
That's not entirely how it works. That's not entirely how it works.
Fuck AI. That is how it works.
Fair enough. That is not how it works. But
that is how it works.
The issue I would have with it is that it does not employ anybody, and it doesn't have a lot of heart to it. So I don't know that I will cover it if it's AI slop. But if it ends up being a Arcane level show, I would be interested in watching it.
Yeah, if they employ actual animators, yeah, I would absolutely watch that. But like, no, if it's AI,
no, I don't think they. I mean, I don't think that technology now can do a full AI.
No, and I don't think that that's even what it would do. It's assistance in your rendering.
Well, here, like, it hallucinates. There have been multiple news reports about lawyers, and the reason that we know about this is because Rich is a paralegal and he pays attention to these things. Lawyers who have used AI to write briefs submitted to the fucking Supreme Court of Georgia, citing 8 or 9 cases that
do not exist.
Don't exist. Like, that shit hallucinates. It's making shit up whole cloth based on the crap that I got off the internet. And let's be real, the internet is
the difference here, guys. And again, this is just going down the rabbit hole of this. It's not ChatGPT. ChatGPT does exactly what you're talking about, right? When we're talking about an AI model helping an animator, right? Helping a creative, because there are quite a few creatives that actually use AI to help assist. That type of AI is a totally different large language model. Like if you take a Google LM, for example, or Notebook LM, is a Google product. It doesn't hallucinate at all because it only works on what you give it. So like it will, for example, if I upload my sources, it will only pull information from my sources, for example, right? So there are different models, and I don't like ChatGPT is the one that everybody knows of, and it does exactly what you're talking about, Jess. And so there's a lot of stupid people out there going, type a legal brief on ChatGPT.
Which, like, you're a whole lawyer.
Right. Like, that's stupid.
What are you doing?
Now, this is a comment that came up that I think is very worth talking about. And Arcane is different. So if they wanted to do it on Arcane level budgets, Arcane cost $125 million a season. That's a nutso budget, right?
Yeah.
For an animated show, because of what they're doing. It's Arcane is like, if you've never seen it, it's like a combination of 2D and 3D.
3D or 2D painted over 3D. It was pretty fucking intense.
It's pretty crazy. Now I think although the guy that did Arcane is associated with this, and the rendering they sent out of Rand looks like that art style, I would have thought they would have done something more close to like Vox Machina, which costs about $1 million an episode, and I would watch the shit out of that. Right?
I would absolutely watch the shit out of that because, like, what I like about the art style for Vox Machina is that it's almost kind of like it. And I guess you could, in a way, argue this for any animated property, but it really puts me in the mind of like a graphic novel or a comic book. I don't know what it is, and the thing is that like it's a simpler art style, but it's still a really good art style. And what it does by sort of making it more simple in its sort of like overall presentation is it's going to make it so that you can do more with like the effects and stuff. And because we're dealing with this kind of like huge magic, you know,
it's my same thought that like Nablus and I we disagree on things about. I would prefer if the show had less special effects and more episodes. That would be I do not think that shows need to look like movies. I miss the days where we had more episodes and shows didn't take 3 years between seasons. But they have decided that we need that. And if the Arcane style is stunning. I'm not going to pretend that if the show comes out in Arcane, I won't be like, oh my God, it looks fucking amazing. Because every episode, if you watch my reaction to Arcane, almost every single episode, I was like, holy fuck. It's like I'm watching an art piece. It was amazing. But I also really, really love Vox Machina and The Mighty Nine. Like, and there's more episodes of those shows, and I'm happy about the fact that there's more of them.
Yep. I love animation. I've always been a fan of animation for the Wheel of Time because I think it's the only way that I think you can really, for the people that want a more, I don't want to say word for word, but if you want a more authentic adaptation of the story, that's closer to the book story, right? Animation's the way to go.
Oh, it's definitely
because
easier
you just
to do.
you can't build that many sets, right?
Yeah.
The sets are just ridiculously expensive. It's not even the special effects, honestly. It's the set building.
And
The
also
set
3-year
building,
span
the
for the story.
costumes.
Yeah.
3-year span for the
Like-
story for the actors to grow and stuff as
Yeah,
well, so
yeah,
you don't have to worry
exactly.
about visual changes.
Yeah,
kind of
it's-
stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, live television, but
Mhm.
like actual person television has a lot more that needs to go into it
Limitations, yeah.
than just drawing it,
Mhm.
which, you know,
So
I mean, I would love to see an animated series, and in an ideal world, I would absolutely love it if they brought the same actors back to do the
Oh, that'd
VO.
be
I don't know
amazing.
if they would do that, you know, but I would like that if they did that.
it's all going to come down to the money. I mean, who backs it and who's willing to throw money at the project, because
Yeah.
I mean, to give Vox Machina as an example, Vox Machina did a Kickstarter and raised Critical Role raised $11 million to make that show.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's crazy.
And then Amazon picked it up basically after that. So even with something as popular as Critical Role, there weren't people lining up to give them even, a studio was not handing them $15 million, right, to make the show. Now, Amazon has since picked it up because it did very well, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But so I wonder, again, who's going to give it money. I think because Brandon Sanderson is at Apple right now, I'm not entirely sure that
I don't know that he would want to undermine his own stuff.
wouldn't. And I have an interesting thought too, because I'm also curious how much it would cost to buy the Wheel of Time rights from Red Eagle at this point, like what it would cost. Because as interesting as it sounds, like if you think about all of the possible people, obviously the best choice here would be default back to Harriet and the estate, right?
Yeah.
But Harriet's also 86 years old, so ultimately that estate is at some point, hopefully a long time from now, but will not be Harriet anymore, right?
Right.
And I don't believe they have kids, so I don't know what happens actually to the Bandersnatch group after Harriet passes. But I think about, okay, who would be the next best person or people to own those rights? And I know this is going to piss Jess off, but I actually would love to see Brandon buy the rights of all of the people to own it, because I think he has the most ownership of the series. I would rather have him than some random dudes trying to make money, right?
You want to know what? I have my issues with Brandon Sanderson, and we've all talked about it. So we're not going to talk about it again. But what I will say is that I agree with you. I think that he's probably the best person to hold the rights.
I just think that he would probably he would care about the series enough, right? Obviously he was a writer in the series, right? So he's going to be invested in it. If he owned it. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. I think first of all, I think he is in the middle of what could potentially become, depending on how well these shows get made, he could turn into George R.R. Martin, but somebody who actually finishes his
I was going to say he'll actually finish it. Yeah.
Well, we'll see though. With Stormlight, I mean, that having all that stuff is going to make it pretty hard to finish those books. But I don't know.
Well, dude, he is a pretty productive individual.
No,
COVID, so I don't.
He's fine. Yeah. I'm not stressed about it.
So we'll see. I don't like. By the way, I don't want to start a rumor mill. I know nothing about Brandon. Is not, as far as I'm aware, looking to buy the rights. I was just curious,
if not, we'll buy it for Maria.
That would be awesome. I don't know.
I would love Maria to own it.
I don't think Maria would have any interest.
No, she would not want it. She would not want it.
No, I don't see Maria being like, hell yeah, give me that.
She wants to ride off into the sunset as she has been. So
yeah.
But okay. On that note, we'll move off of that, and since we're on the topic of Maria, anybody who wants to come hang out. So Maria Simmons is was Robert Jordan's assistant, was one of his researchers while he was writing the books, part of Team Jordan. She is an absolutely amazing lady, and I love hanging out with her. And we get to do it. We get to do it every single year at WotCon. Now, WotCon, for those that are not aware, is a Wheel of Time fan convention that takes place in Columbus, Ohio every year. This year, it will be July 10th through the 12th. We also, out of nowhere, well, no, we'll get to that in a second. There's another set of guests that come every year to that. If you've ever listened to the Wheel of Time audiobooks, Michael Kramer and Kate Redding are a gem, and they are some of my favorite people. They're hilarious. Kate can down more alcohol than anybody you've ever met in your life. And
Seriously.
And then get up the next morning.
Michael can dance you to your knees. Like,
oh my God. So good.
So they will also be at WotCon, and you get to hang out with them. So we'll talk more about WotCon in a second. But we just announced our very special in-person featured guest of the year for WotCon 2026. And that is Taylor Napier, who played Maxim on the Wheel of Time show. Taylor is a model. He is a fairly attractive individual, and that's the only reason you should come.
Yeah, he's pretty.
He's a pretty guy, but he's also an actor, and obviously was in the Wheel of Time. He will be able to share a ton of behind the scenes, probably more so than anybody else, because he also he is loosely attached to the showrunner, Rafe Judkins. Not loosely. They are a couple. So they're
I wasn't trying to be goofy with that. I was just like, loosely attached. They're
very loose.
Basically married. Are they married?
I don't think they're married. I think they're long term, but yes. And so all of that is super exciting, because the way WotCon is set up, if you've never been, right, if you've never been to like a Wheel of Time convention, I'd be shocked if you haven't heard us talk about this before, because we talk about it every year. But
it's amazing.
When it comes to what WotCon is and how we designed it to be, it is a very personal, chill, you get to do whatever you want to do. Like, you follow we have an agenda, and obviously we eat together. Very personal time. That should not intimidate any of you who are like, I've never been to a con. I don't know anybody. It's literally set up to meet people, and every year people come for the first time, and they walk away with like best friends. So some of my best friends in the world come to this con, right? So I would highly recommend you being a part of it. Come nerd out with us, especially with just what feels like a lesser involvement of the community over time. Right now there's just less Wheel of Time to talk about, right? So this is your chance to come and hang out with the Wheel of Time people and talk about Wheel of Time stuff. Last year, for example, we had Sharon Gillam as our special guest, and she literally brought the costume.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
I got to touch them.
And Jess touched the costume.
I helped her set everything up, and it was so cool.
So, cool side story to that. I know we talked about this before, but it's worth mentioning again. So we had, if you guys remember in season 3, the little blue dress that Maureen was wearing when she fought Lanfear, right out in the sand. So that we had the actual costume that Maureen wore, and there's a pocket, and inside of that pocket was a bunch of sand.
I found sand from South Africa in the pocket, and Nils asked if I will get to touch Taylor too, and I will give him a friendly, hearty handshake. I'm not going to be creepy.
She will locate him up to the stage, like she did the one hand on the ass, one hand
for support. For support.
Come on,
you're just supporting him. God, you can't support anyone these days.
No, I think honestly, like, if it were Bjorn Landberg, maybe it would be different.
but you know, Taylor's very good looking, but not my thing.
Too young.
But yeah, it was an incredibly cool experience to see the costumes up close. The level of detail that goes into them is just absolutely unreal. And she actually has I can't remember the name of it, but a virtual exhibit.
Yeah.
Where you can see Fashion and Fantasy.
Fashionandfantasy.com.
Where you can see all of the costumes up close. So if you are a costuming person, if you are a Wheel of Time person, you should definitely go check those out because those costumes were unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, yes, obviously for those traveling internationally, this is not the most ideal time in the world to visit the United States. So obviously we would love for you to be here, but come and be safe.
Be safe.
But we will always have it another year and another time. But also we will have virtual memberships that will open up as well. So if you would like to see and be a part of that, our virtual membership is pretty robust, I would say.
It's probably one of the best ones out there, honestly.
I mean, you get to basically see everything.
Yeah.
So
the fact that all of the, if not all, most of the panels are recorded and then you can watch them back after the fact, even as a person who attended them, like especially if you go and be a panelist eventually, there's going to be things that conflict, and there's two amazing panels at the same exact time that you can't watch. With the virtual con membership, they let you go back and rewatch it, and like I don't think as far as I know, Jordan Con doesn't offer anything nearly close to that. And any other convention I've been to has never offered that kind of like true full con experience. Like if we wanted you to experience as much of it as possible, so it's all there, and it's really experienced. It's awesome.
So okay, come to WatCon. You can get more information at watcon.com, where all of that ticketing information is, or you can follow any of the WatCon social medias. They're run by a really, really cool lady, or a couple of them actually. One of them we call I don't know. I was trying to come up with something with herpes, but
the wench. Oh,
the wench.
God.
Jess helps run the social medias. Let's just Jess and Critter run the show. So if you ever hate WatCon social media, that's it.
Yep, it's probably my fault, and if you like it, it's probably Critter's fault. So
I don't know about that. And okay, so one other big piece of news that I find to be a big piece of news because I like it. There was not a sequel, but a same science. It's like hard science fiction. Anybody that saw The Martian, Andy Weir wrote The Martian book and they turned into a movie with Matt Damon. Great movie. He wrote another book in 2021 called Project Hail Mary.
It's my favorite of his books. It's so good.
It's a little more out there than The Martian, but they just released the movie starring Ryan Gosling, and I will say, I had fairly whatever expectations going into that. I've seen it now twice. One of the best movies I've seen in a really, really long time. Like really, really, really good.
All right.
So, I highly recommend seeing.
I loved that book.
Highly recommend it. You will love it. There's such a great character arc in it, and of multiple characters. It's emotional. It's hilarious. It's sci-fi. It's honestly, it's hard to ask for more out of a movie. So, highly, highly recommend it.
Okay. There's another piece of news. I'm surprised you're not talking about it, actually.
Which one?
The Firefly news.
I was literally going to say the Firefly.
I did not actually see that news. So
holy shit! Animated series, dude.
Yeah, like we talked so much
with the cast.
I never watched Firefly, so I don't.
Well, that's a show we should definitely do here.
We should definitely do Firefly after we do Stranger Things. Let's do Firefly because Firefly is great.
Yeah,
sounds good to me.
Yeah, I was so stoked about it because I saw Nathan Fillion, who played Captain Malcolm Reynolds, does a podcast with Alan Tudyk, who was Wash, the pilot. We love Wash. And he did like a whole series of videos where
Nathan Fillion goes and knocks on everybody's door, and they answer, and they're like, basically, are we doing this? And he's like, yeah, we're doing this. And so they have, so they're going to do an animated series. They have everybody that they need attached. They just need a home. They need like a network to put it on. To the best of my knowledge, they haven't got one yet, but fingers crossed.
Yeah, the best of my knowledge as well. Yeah. Basically, they're asking for people to promote it so that people know. Which, the fact that show still has a fandom after all these years should make any network, like any company pick, like the Firefly fandom is
it's a fandom that is so absolutely dedicated from one season of a show, and then everybody kicked up such a fuss that they canceled it, that they did a movie.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, I literally have never seen it. I know of it, but I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I will add on the same tone that I guess this should have been news. Unfortunately, this is the opposite end of the spectrum. Sarah Michelle Gellar came out recently and announced that the Buffy the Vampire Slayer remake, or not remake, I think it was like a sequel.
It's gonna be,
has been canceled because a studio exec at Hulu was like, "Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the original." Fuck that guy.
Like, why the fuck would you do that?
Saying it.
You're gonna print money, you stupid asshole. What the hell?
I feel like that guy just felt like he wanted to swing his big dick around the entire meeting, because apparently he said it over and over again. Like she said, he would bring it up in every meeting that, oh yeah, I didn't.
Why are you attached to this fucking series then? Hand it off to somebody else
who likes it. Good lord.
Like, I don't know how it works. If you get assigned as an executive producer and then you're stuck with it, but I would assume that if you're at the level that you can be an executive producer on something, you get to choose what you're attached to. So why the fuck are you even attached to it? Just because you want to be an asshole and kill it?
Yeah.
Well, and it makes me wonder who owns the rights to it, because like, why couldn't they I can't imagine that somebody isn't willing to spend some money on Buffy. Because I feel like you would get a season of nostalgia out of that, even if it was terrible.
Yeah.
Right?
And from what I'm hearing, the pilot was really, like, it was good.
The pilot was already filmed. Yeah.
They already filmed the pilot, number one. But what I've heard is that the script for the pilot was excellent.
Yeah.
And the premise was really cool, that Sarah Michelle Gellar is coming back as the person who's like training the next Slayer. And, you know, I think, and to this day, bitches love Buffy. At Dragon Con, every single year, they have like a Rocky Horror Picture Show style sing-along of the musical
Once
episode.
More with Feelings. Yeah.
Once More with Feeling.
I have a poster of Buffy on my wall. I'm not even kidding. I have a picture of Buffy on my wall. It's an art. It's by Karen. I forget.
I only see Nynaeve and Elaine.
No. On my actual physical wall, it's a picture of Buffy. It says Slay. It's amazing. And yeah, it's stupid.
That is
that was really dumb.
That is the entire episode. Now that we've done the news.
We've done for like an hour.
There we go.
I'm gonna have to copy and paste the news music so many times.
It is time for some old-timey news. So we've had the current up-to-date news, but what happened on this week in history?
Well, hello there, hep cats, night owls, and all you glorious lovers of the pattern. Pull up a chair and pour yourself something warm, because this is This Week in Nerd History. Let's start with birthdays, because this week is positively dripping with them. On March 16th, the world welcomed the incomparable Alan Tudyk. That's right, the man who has voiced, inhabited, and seen stolen his way through everything from a plucky cargo ship pilot to a murderous robot. And in a week that also brought us Gary Oldman on the 21st and William Shatner on the 22nd. Heavens to Betsy, the nerd pantheon is simply overflowing. But the crown jewel of this week's birthday cake? Why, it belongs to one James Tiberius Kirk, born March 22nd, 2233 in Riverside, Iowa. He's not here yet, but by golly, when he arrives, he is going to boldly make an entrance. Now, speaking of things arriving with a bang, Let's talk about March 16th, 1926, when a fellow named Robert H. Goddard trudged out to a frozen cabbage field in Auburn, Massachusetts, and launched the world's first liquid-fueled rocket. And how high did this magnificent history-altering contraption fly, you ask? 41 feet! That humble little rocket was the ancestor of every spacecraft that has ever kissed the stars. We salute you, Dr. Goddard, you absolute whiz-bang of a visionary. But wait, this week had more for science enthusiasts. On March 22nd, 1960, the laser was officially patented, filed under the wonderfully understated title, Mazers and Mazer Communication System. No fanfare, no parade, just two gentlemen essentially saying, yes, we'd like to patent concentrated light beams capable of cutting through steel, thank you very much. The future, it seems, arrived in a manila envelope. Over on the pop culture front, March 22nd, 1963 gave us the Beatles' very first album, Please Please Me, released in the UK. 4 lads from Liverpool, one record. The world would never be the same. And while we're celebrating firsts, March 21st, 2006 saw the founding of a little website called Twitter. One of these two has been unambiguously a positive force on human civilization. I'll let you decide which. And finally, dear listeners, let us close out with a moment of pure, unadulterated wonder. On March 20th, 1900, Nikola Tesla received a patent for the wireless transmission of electrical power. The man literally wanted to give the world free energy, broadcast through the air like a cosmic radio signal. We are, as a civilization, still processing that particular fumble. And that, my beautiful lore-hungry pattern-following friends, is your week in nerd history. Remember, the past is just the present, with more open-field rocket launches and fewer noise-canceling headphones.
And more dripping.
Let me find my headphones.
More dripping.
Lots of loud thunderstrips.
So I have them on my head.
Dripping with it.
Now they're on my head. Okay.
Talk about a river of ejaculate.
Stop it! Okay, I'm unplugging my headphones again.
I'm gonna quit.
I mean, it was dripping.
It was dripping with birthdays.
But
You know,
so
it comes before a
many-
birthday. A cream pie.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Christ.
You are nasty. Nasty.
I mean,
that's
what
nasty.
what was wrong about what he just said?
There's nothing incorrect about it, but you don't talk about all the things that are correct. Some things that are correct are nasty.
Jenny hates the truth.
True.
Jenny hates the truth.
Guess it all comes out now.
All them cream pies. And I just think cream pies are a great dessert. So
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they call me the cream pie thief. You know, I'm always stealing them.
Sure.
I'm not sure how that works, but
Okay.
oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh my god. Oh Lord.
Christ
That's birth control,
on
baby.
Sale.
Oh.
Okay. It's time for a fun segment that we call Am I the Asshole?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. So the way this works is I am going to read you an Am I the Asshole post written by somebody from nerddom. And you can A, tell me who you think it is, and B, tell me if this person is an asshole. So here we go.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for starting a small business to provide for my family? I, male, 50s, chemist, criminally underappreciated in my field, recently pivoted careers after receiving some life-altering medical news. Prior to this, I spent years contributing my expertise to a field I loved, only to end up financially humiliated while former colleagues built a billion-dollar company on work I helped create. So yes, I decided to finally apply my skills in a way that actually compensates me appropriately. I now produce a product that is, by every measurable standard, the finest in the market. This is not ego. This is chemistry. The issue is everyone around me. My business partner, male, 20s, emotionally unreliable, owned multiple sets of cargo pants, was initially a necessary entry point into a new industry. He has since become a liability who routinely jeopardizes the entire enterprise because he has a conscience or thinks through things morally. I did not hire a philosopher. I hired a distributor. My spouse, female 40s, has grown increasingly hostile towards my work, despite the fact that A, the family has significantly more financial security, and B, I have repeatedly assured her that I have everything under control, and C, any danger that has occurred has already been handled. And for the record, handled does not mean nothing happened. It means that the situation is no longer a relevant situation. I'll admit a few complications have arisen in the normal course of business. A former associate became uncooperative and then became less of a concern. A competitor was overly aggressive and has since entered a period of extended unavailability. And there have been some minor law enforcement adjacencies. These are normal startup growing pains. Disrupting an industry is not without friction. Despite everything I have built, the people around me treat me like I'm the problem. My partner has feelings about our business practices. My wife has feelings about my lifestyle choices. Oh, and my brother-in-law, male 40s, has recently taken what I can only describe as an unusual and frankly excessive professional interest in my activities. I don't think this is relevant to the question, but my lawyer said that I should mention it. But anyway, I am not reckless. I am not irrational. I am a man who saw an opportunity, identified a market gap, and had the courage to act. I am the one who provides. I am the one who decides. Am I the asshole?
I mean, business owner, come on.
Yeah.
Is it Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay, I've never even seen that show and I figured it out.
I was going to end it up with I'm the one who knocks, but I thought that would be too obvious.
You didn't see Breaking Bad before?
You should have ended by saying...
You're so uncultured, Kevin. How dare you never see a show before?
We never called you uncultured.
I know I'm projecting, but I actually have seen it.
Jenny, you should have ended with, what's my name?
What's
Say
my name? Oh, yeah.
Say my name.
Yeah. I was going to end it with I am the one who knocks, but I thought that would give it away.
Isaac Schrader.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of myself for figuring that out just based on what I picked up from the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
His name is Hank. His name is Hank.
What are you doing?
That's a quote. I'm quoting it. This is what people do when they watch shows. They quote shows. They quote lines.
His name is Hank.
That's. You don't remember that part?
What you just said
I do.
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Oh my God has to have mercy on your soul.
Wasn't there before he said?
Yeah, there's I award you no points.
I award you no points. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't misremembering a movie that I've seen like 100 times. And now a word from our sponsor.
Are you pregnant? Might become pregnant? Or sometimes think about what it might be like to be pregnant? Then you might need a midwife like me, Melfane Dawlish. No other midwife in the kingdom of Andor has your back and bellywink like Melfane Dawlish. Our services are the comprehensive services, the only comprehensive services in the kingdom that provide full-scale care from your daily check-ins to our prenatal advanced disease detection system. That's right, our prenatal advanced disease detection. I'm going to get that one more time. Our prenatal disease detection system, also known as PADS. With PADS, we gladly test every single glass of piss you produce, and we ensure that there's no change in the taste. So call in today and send your first piss glass sample, and you'll get your first trimester of services for free. Remember, if your piss ain't delish, call Melfane Dawlish. You guys remember that midwife character in the later chapters, Melfane Dawlish,
Yes,
where she
yes,
drinks
I do.
Elaine's pee to see if the taste changes, to see if she has any diseases?
That is true, yes.
I forgot about that.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, that is literally, that's how people would test for diabetes for a while.
I was going to say gestational diabetes. That's what she's checking for.
Hey.
Yep, it's like a real thing, but oh dear God.
But fucking A, I forgot about that. I probably blocked it out.
No, I remembered it, but I didn't know her name, Lord.
Melfane Dawlish.
Well, we know it now.
Stop yucking everybody's yum, okay? There's nothing wrong with
not a thing.
Drinking
piss.
Do you guys remember Dodgeball, the movie Dodgeball?
Yes,
the coach is like, do I have to drink my own piss?
No, but it's sterile and I like the taste.
Because it's sterile and I like the taste. I haven't seen that movie in forever. I need to watch that.
That's a great movie.
Rip
that was a great movie.
Yep.
All right, it's time for our main subject that we have. 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes to cover now.
So these episodes are pretty good.
Yeah, we're picking up with season 2 of Stranger Things.
Correct.
So this takes place basically a year after the events of the first season. We will do a very quick recap. So they open up with a little bit of tease. So chapter 1, episode 1, titled Mad Max, which I love, introduces one of my favorite characters in the whole series. So they start off with what seems to be something unrelated that we will pick up on another time. Is a person that also seems to have powers with numbers on her arm like 11, but is number 8. We'll come back to that. So there is a new girl at school that is Dustin and Lucas are both crushing on. We also get to meet another of my favorite characters. Joyce has a new boyfriend named Bob. We love Bob.
Yeah, Samwise Gamgee.
Mm-hmm. We love
when I saw Sean watching the opening credits of this episode, I was like, oh, that's right. Sean Astin is in this. And then Paul Reiser. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Remember Paul Reiser?
I remember Paul Reiser.
So Joyce is dating Bob. Hopper is also investigating a bunch of rotting pumpkins. And there's some shit going down with the rotting pumpkins, which we will come back to. We also are introduced to a conspiracy theorist named Murray, who is investigating people that seem to have seen 11 in the past, and he believes her to be a Russian spy.
Another great character as well.
Yes. We love Murray. Michael and Nancy are dealing with losing 11 and Barb, justice for Barb. And Will is still having hallucinations. So they're at the arcade. He sees a giant tentacle monster and then flashes back. Not sure what's going on with there. So Joyce and Hopper take Will to the Hawkins lab, where we meet Paul Reiser, who is the new director. Kind of looks like he might be a good guy, maybe. Gives Will some medical exams. Thinks that it's PTSD. But the interdimensional gate that was open in the first season seems to be growing, which is worrying the doctor. Nancy and Steve go over and have dinner with Barb's parents, who believe their daughter is missing and not dead. And they have actually hired Murray to find her.
Yeah.
Then we get to the final part of the episode where Hopper goes home to his cabin in the woods, and secretly 11 is there. So we move on to episode 2, titled Trick or Treat Freak, which is another of my favorite episodes in this. So we see flashbacks to killing the Demogorgon. 11 wakes up in the Upside Down. She escapes back to the real world, hides in the woods because people are looking for her. But basically, Hopper finds her. She wants to go trick-or-treating, but Hopper's trying to keep her hidden and not let anybody know about her because obviously the government is trying to find her still. So he and Owens, who's the new doctor there, are trying to find a way for her to live a new life, but 11 hates that shit. She wants out. Pumpkin fields are still rotting. Hopper discovers a organic substance, something nasty growing in the fields. Nancy wants to tell Barb, her parent, the truth about her death, but Steve is like, "Hey, they can come after them if they find out the truth," and tries to convince her not to. Sure, we're going to hear more about that. They go to a Halloween party where Nancy gets drunk and berates Steve for his lack of empathy for Bob's parents. Before leaving, Steve requests that John take Nancy home. The boys go trick-or-treating. They are joined by Max, who we met in the first episode, Sadie Sink, who's amazing. Will has another episode, this time seeing the big tentacle monster again. He tells Mike about it, and it leads Mike to admit that he's trying to contact 11. Dustin comes home after trick-or-treating with a cliffhanger and finds a weird creature in his trash can.
Yes.
And that is it. So, all right. Let's talk about our first. We're going to dive into our favorite things from these episodes. I guess we'll do the 30-second reaction because Jess is the only one who's never seen it. Jess, give us your 30-second reaction to the 2 episodes.
So I thought that the robbery and car chase at the very beginning was definitely not what I was expecting in terms of how they were going to kick off the season. But the first thing I thought when I saw that van was that my aunt and uncle had a van that looked like that. And it was pretty sick because it had like the seats in the back with like a table in the middle. No seatbelts. 80s. We didn't really do seatbelts. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. And it was a good reveal. Like, once the guy said, Callie, do something about this, or whatever he said, I was like, oh, she's going to have those, like, telekinetic powers. And I thought it was really interesting that she made it look like the, like, part of the overpass fell. But in point of fact, apparently it didn't. So that was interesting instead of just like I had initially thought that, oh, she's got destroying stuff powers. But no, she apparently has hallucination powers, which is pretty interesting. The boys, I really had a good giggle when Nancy walks in and sees Mike robbing her piggy bank. And then she chases him down the street as he's like riding away so that he can get to the arcade. I don't know. I found that to be delightful. Let's see. I feel so bad for Will because like he's getting bullied by people because of the fact that he disappeared. Everybody thought he was dead and then he came back and somebody called him Zombie Boy. And that was mean. Jonathan continues to be adorable. Steve is less insufferable in this episode. Let me see. I'm looking through a synopsis here because everything kind of goes in together. I don't know why, but I was delighted to see Paul Reiser. I think the last thing that I saw Paul Reiser in was 30-something, which was like in the late 80s, early 90s. But, and I definitely was not the target audience for that show, but, still delightful to see him. Definitely a more, empathetic feeling, less creepy, individual than, Hairdo, the other guy. Papa. Ooh. Sending the guy in with the flamethrower, that was pretty fun. I like that. Poor Barb. It would have to be extremely difficult to know that actually your friend is dead, but she's in another dimension and you can't tell her parents about it. So you just have to sit there and watch them sell their house and don't like sink all of their money into what you know is a fruitless search. Like that's awful. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's everything. I think that they also discover in this episode that they realize that the new girl at school, Max, is the Mad Max who beat Dustin's high score in Dig Dug, which they are both angry about and sort of
impressed,
developing a crush on her about it.
Yeah.
which is really cute because they're like, Dustin and Lucas are basically fighting over who gets to try and date her. All right, so the next episode.
Oh, wait.
Elle walking out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Give my thoughts on this episode before we move on to the next one?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. I just have four notes. I took notes during this episode, or doing these two. So my notes for episode 1 were that I was overwhelmingly aware of the Spielberg feeling of so many shots. I normally don't notice directors. Like normally it's invisible to me. But that particular episode, like there were so many shots where it's like, oh, they are aping Spielberg. So, like, and in a good way. I don't mean that to be like, oh, they're copying Spielberg. It was like they are definitely trying to make you feel that 80s feel by evoking Spielberg so hard. It was so many times.
Interesting. I didn't pick up on that.
I don't normally notice things like that at all, but it was just like I can't even it was so often that I eventually that's actually what made me pull up something to take notes, because I was like, this is like the 7th time I thought Spielberg. Let me write this down because it's ridiculous. My second note is that I love the reveal with the waffle at the end. Like I've seen this show before, but I don't remember it at all. So I knew that was coming, but I love that they gave us time with like not knowing where she was to let everything settle before revealing it. I thought that was really cool. And then there's this note that I don't remember why, but I just wrote, still not a huge fan of Steve. Sorry. I don't remember why. And then and my last note was that Nancy is breaking my heart. The whole dinner with Barb, like with Barb's family, it was gut wrenching. Like the entire, my heart was breaking the entire dinner. Those were my notes.
Also, her haircut is super cute.
Yeah.
I think the reason you don't like Steve is because of his comments to her in the second episode about don't tell Barb's parents because the lab will come after you.
Well, I have notes about that in episode 2. So I wrote this in episode 1. Like
I have 2 potential culprits because
why. Yeah.
So I have 2 Steve notes actually. When I took notes, I had 2 notes about Steve that I loved because they made me laugh. The first was that he said that his essay for college was comparing a basketball game to going to war. And I thought that was very funny.
Experience in World War II.
Yeah, his grandfather going to war compared to a basketball game. I thought that was very funny. And then
it's very high school boy.
It is. And he said finger looking good at the KFC dinner as well.
He did! I thought that was so good.
So maybe one of those 2 moments made you angry.
It might have been the one. Well, okay, because this one isn't very angry. The one in the episode 2 is very angry. Like I'm like, I cursed in the episode 2. This one, I guess he didn't win me over. Maybe I was expecting him to start to win me over, and I was like, all right, not yet.
Nah, it's not time yet.
Well, I was mad at him.
And that's really interesting. Let's go off track here, because you know that like as of season 1, I was very, if Steve Harrison or whatever his name is has no haters, then I am dead. Like I was very anti-Steve. He wasn't terrible in this episode. He's not hanging out with his dick friends anymore, which I feel like is a huge improvement for him. And he seems affectionate. He seems like he's working in school. He seems like he's being a good boyfriend. Like I'm like, okay, fine. Then we get into episode 2. And actually, I don't have a problem with the fact that he, like, because I feel like he was empathetic, because, like, they're both in a situation where they know like shit that they can't tell anybody else. Well, but he's being pragmatic. He's like, no, Nancy, I know that you want to tell them, and it sucks, but they're going to come after our families. If you tell them what happened,
that wasn't why I was mad at him, though. It wasn't because of that. That I understood. I'll just read what I wrote. I said, I still do not like Steve. He's just very self-centered. Nancy is freaking out because of her friend fucking dying, and all he's thinking about is himself and how Nancy feels about him. Because he was like, you don't love me? And it's like, she's sad because her friend died. Like, calm down, dude. Like, it's not.
We also have to remember. We also have to remember that Steve is an 18-year-old boy.
Oh, yeah.
And I have recently spent a lot of time with teenage boys, having done Fiddler at my high school. And so, and like, we all are in our 30s and 40s. We've had relationships, we've had life experience. So if our significant other gets drunk and says something shitty, we know that they probably don't mean it, and they're just drunk and we need to get them home. He is 18 years old. He probably hasn't had a ton of girlfriends. He probably has never had a girlfriend get drunk and say something shitty.
Yeah, I still don't like
his feelings
him.
were hurt. Should he have stormed out? No, he shouldn't. I can understand why he did that. I can understand it. Is it a dick move to leave your drunk girlfriend? Yes. But also, I get it. Because you're 18.
I can get it, but I'm still not going to like him for it. I can be like, okay, I get why you did that, because you're an asshole who thinks it's more important that your girlfriend make you feel better when she's sad that her friend died. Like, that's his priority at that moment. Was
well, at that point, though, we're past her being sad that her friend died. She's fucking sloppy drunk, Jenny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, she's sloppy drunk, and now he has to babysit her, and she's being obstinate. And, like, look, all of her feelings are absolutely valid, but, like, now he has to take care of a drunk person. And
if that was why he was mad, that would be because I hate taking care of drunk people. If that
because I think that's why he was mad. I think he's irritated at her because, like, I think honestly, he's already irritated. He's already pissed off because she's throwing his words back in his face about let's just be stupid teenagers tonight. She gets sloppy drunk. He's having to babysit her all over this party. He's trying to get her to stop drinking. He's trying to take care of her. She's being obstinate. She's honestly being an asshole drunk. And then she looks him dead in the face and tells him that he's bullshit and the relationship is bullshit and everything that they have to deal with is bullshit. And he's like, you want to know what? I have had it up to here with you. I am leaving. Somebody else can take care of you. Like, it's not like this came out of nowhere. She's been an asshole the whole night. And, like, I'm not saying she's not right to be an asshole. But, like, just because your feelings are valid doesn't mean that other people aren't valid for being fed up with
she's projecting a bit onto him over Barb's disappearance. And I think she carries some guilt with it too. Obviously,
she definitely carries guilt. Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think? I thought the whole Halloween costume thing was funny.
Oh yeah, and the ET reference with 11s too. Like that
when
was obviously
they dress
an ET
up
reference.
and nobody else does.
Yeah,
I find the whole
so funny. I'm like, that is like the nightmare. That's the middle school nightmare.
I don't remember what this shot was. I cannot remember when it happened in the movie. Literally, I just know that I have this note. The shot of a cop almost pulling a gun on a little black child with a toy gun. Gotta say, I did not enjoy that shot at all. Holy fuck.
No.
The note that I just was like, but I don't remember it at all. That was traumatizing enough that I wrote it.
Yeah, that happened, and I was just like, I feel like that was not an accurate representation of what would have happened in that moment.
Yeah.
So, do you think that the lab, are they good now, or are they?
No.
You know what's very funny about the lab people is that it's one of my favorite things that happens sometimes in sci-fi and fantasy is that the doctor says gives a diagnosis of PTSD, which is absolutely true. This kid is traumatized. He absolutely has PTSD. However, because it's a sci-fi fantasy story, there's more to it than that. Yeah. But it's very funny to me that, like, no, they're diagnosing him correctly. He genuinely has PTSD, but obviously there's more to it. Like, they have to have ulterior motives. So I think that him as an individual is,
Can I ask a random question?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, can I ask a random question? Because my last note, I don't remember who this person is. I'm so sorry. But the last note is, I should say, I hate Billy. I'm just cold on Steve. Who's Billy? I don't remember who Billy
is. Billy is Max's brother.
Max's brother.
Yeah, Max's brother, who's a real asshole.
I apparently hate him. And I just right now, I hate Billy. I don't like Steve. Those are different. Those are different feelings.
Billy is the most 80s character ever.
Yes. Oh my god, such like the way he pulls in with the radio blaring and then he like gets out of the car and leans against it smoking in front of school. But yeah, the problem with Billy is that he is obviously an abuser.
Yeah, I remember.
Probably a criminal. Yeah. I am guessing that there's been criminal activity happening there as well. But I don't have as much of a problem with Steve as I have had previously, personally. let's see. Let's really quickly run down what I thought about episode 2. I liked the way that they like flash back and then forward again to sort of like show like what 11 was going through. When she hit that man in the face with a flaming log, I'm like, did you kill that man, girl? I mean, not that she hasn't already killed people, but yeah, that was intense. Let's see. The boys dressed up as Ghostbusters, and then Lucas and Mike fighting over which one should be Venkman was hilarious. And then Lucas pushing back on the assumption that he would be Winston just because he's black. Also delightful. I loved that.
That used to happen to be, I don't remember which of the Charlie's Angels, but I always wanted to be one Charlie's Angels, and I was never allowed to be. I had to be, I think, one with black hair. They wouldn't let me be the Charlie's Angel I wanted to be when I played when I was young.
And you're like, it's because I'm black, isn't it? Assholes.
I mean, I didn't have the logic at the time, actually. Like, I knew I was black, but it was not something I was thinking about all the time. So I could never figure out why. I was just like I don't
why?
No. I want
to be this other one.
Yeah.
Joyce and Bob are adorable. Bob is a really nice man.
Easy peasy.
And I hope that he continues to be a nice man and doesn't turn out to be an asshole, because that would make me sad. The pumpkins are gross. I don't like it. I don't like the sticky stuff on the trees. I don't like that at all. It's very gross.
What do you think is happening?
My note is I can't figure it out. That was my note about this. I can't figure this out at all.
I mean, the gooey stuff is the same kind of gooey stuff from the Upside Down. What I was having a trouble figuring out what could possibly be happening. But what I kind of think of is that maybe some of the monsters from the Upside Down are coming and they're like eating the pumpkins. And like whatever kind of gross stuff in their mouth is like making the pumpkins rot super quickly, because the thing is that these changes have apparently happened overnight, and like pumpkins do not rot fast enough to have like bugs and maggots and stuff like that quickly. So I was kind of thinking that maybe they're like coming and eating them. Okay. But then like at the end when we saw that the rot is like spreading out further, kind of like in a kind of concentric kind of formation, I'm assuming like maybe the issue then is that with the like the ickiness from the gate inside the facility growing, maybe it's actually growing outside the facility and they just haven't noticed it yet. Right. So my guess is that it's spreading out that like that.
My full note on this is obviously there is some bleed through between the Upside Down and reality. No idea why or how. Can't figure it out at all. That's my full note on that. That's in there.
It's a good note.
Bleed through. I something's
bad
happening
vibes
with the gate. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bad vibes.
Yeah.
Well, obviously a good lead in. Good gets you hooked for certain. I love Max. He's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
So
she legitimately jump scared me when she jump scared the boys in the Jason mask or whatever, or it wasn't Jason, it was the Mike Myers mask.
Yeah.
Mike Myers mask, yeah.
Legitimately jump scared me when she jump scared the boys.
What do you think is going on with Dustin's trash can?
I think this guy. I think he gets a creature from the Upside Down that's stuck in there, like a mini Demogorgon, but probably not a Demogorgon. Maybe there's other creatures.
I think that it's either going to be a creature from the Upside Down or it's going to be like a misdirect and it's a raccoon or something.
Yeah, literally those are the only two options, right?
I think those are the two options.
Yeah. Those are the only two options. Another note I have about a shot, just because this amused me. I said, there's a Lord of the Rings shot in this episode where like 11 is hiding under an outcropping while the police are looking for her.
Yeah.
Like, in the season with Samwise Gamgee, you can't tell me that's not intentional. Like you can't tell
that
me
it's absolutely evocative of when they were hiding from the Black Rider on the road.
Yeah,
yes, 100%. That's, you want to know what? I'm ashamed of myself for not making that connection. Yeah. Kudos to you on that. I did not pick that up. Let's see. I was worried that Jonathan was going to get caught for letting Will go trick-or-treating by himself because Will had that panic attack.
Yeah.
And Mike ended up taking him home, but he took him to his own home, not to Will's home. So like they're not gonna get caught and get in trouble, which I think is good because I can understand why Joyce is super paranoid about letting Will out of her sight.
Mm-hmm.
But like after a year of that, Will has got to be chafing. Like he's got to be so sick of that shit. So Winona Ryder is absolutely fucking fantastic. Just the way that she holds herself, you can see that even when she's theoretically relaxed, she's just a ball of fucking stress. That woman is a ball of fucking stress, and she has been from the very beginning because she's like working at a grocery store to keep her family barely out of poverty. And you know that her asshole ex-husband doesn't pay child support. You know he doesn't pay child support. He doesn't. And like just the way she holds her body, she's just a ball of stress. And I have to think that she must ache after a day of filming, holding herself like that. Like, she's amazing. I've always been a fan of Winona Ryder, but she's just, she's awesome.
All right. Yeah. Favorite, we'll end on this because we got to go. Favorite character right now for you in the series at this point?
In this season, so far, 2 episodes in, I am very attached to Nancy. Just her heart. I'm like, my heart is just breaking for this girl. So far.
Steve.
I like Steve.
I think I'm pretty attached to Will, actually, because we just really didn't see him at all last season, and so I'm enjoying kind of getting to know him, and I like him. So Will maybe tied with Nancy, maybe tied with Jonathan. Like Jonathan's whole talk he had with Will about how like Will was his best friend and like talking to him about how there's nothing wrong with being a freak. Like, do you want to be like everybody else? Of course not. Like, I really liked that. So yeah, maybe Will slash Jonathan with Nancy very close.
Yeah, I love Nancy throughout the series. I love Sadie Sink, so I think Max is. I mean, she hasn't had a huge part yet, but I love Max.
It's weird. Yeah, the very weird thing with my having watched this show, I remember Max, but not from this season at all. Like I don't remember anything that happens in this season. We're gonna get to a season, and I don't even know what season it is. Where I'm gonna be like, oh, I know what happened in this season, but it's not this one at all.
Yeah.
But well, when we get to that hill, we'll all know what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm excited to do so. So, all right, real quick, obsession.
I actually have one.
Go ahead. Well, you actually do. You weren't faking.
I actually have one for once. Yeah, guys. Yeah. I've been listening to the Lonely Myers and Seth Meyers podcast, Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast. It's just kind of going through their history with digital shorts and all of their different episodes throughout their 7 years and beyond on SNL. And I've always loved SNL, so it's been just something I've been just kind of burning through, and quite army. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
Yeah. My current obsession is One Piece, which is like the live action. I don't know I'm sure the anime and the manga are good. I don't know, but I'm watching the live action one on Netflix, and I watched the first 2 episodes. Literally, they came out, I think, at the same time as season 2 of Wheel of Time, and the first 2 episodes of the first season, and I didn't have time to continue it. So I'm just catching up, and I'm in season 2 now, which is just dropped. That show is earnest hopefulness and kindness. Like, it's just like an antidote to reality. I highly recommend it. It is just joy. So far, apparently it can break your heart, but right now it's just, I watch this show and I feel joy. So,
happy joy.
Apparently, I've
good.
Too many cream pies.
My obsession right now is I started replaying Horizon Zero Dawn, so I'm very heavily invested in that. It's been a while. With PS5, like there's the haptic feedback, so the controller vibrates, and then sound actually comes out of it too. So, for instance, when you're like drawing the bow, you can hear the creak of the bow coming out of the controller. And my dog Gus does not like that, so I have turned all the sounds and vibrations off the controller, but he still doesn't like it. So I'm trying to play, and he'll like get up and he'll like push his body against my face, like stop playing this game. I don't want you to do this anymore. He doesn't like the combat. So yeah, but yeah, obsessed. It's such a good game. It's beautiful. The gameplay is delightful. I mean, like, obviously things that I miss from the second one, because they did make some pretty significant improvements in some of the gameplay, but just the story is so good. Yeah, I fucking love that game. If you haven't played it, you should play it.
I already talked about mine. My obsession is Project Hail Mary. A really, really good movie. Go see it. On that note, it is time to go. Jess, get us the fuck out of here.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Tar Valon After Dark. We hope you had a good time. As always, new episodes drop every week on TVAD Tuesday. I should just stop saying that because it's not true. Make sure that you follow the show on Twitter and Blue Sky at Tar Valon Dark. And remember, if you want to support the podcast, you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Tar Valon After Dark. You can rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Audible, and you can go to queerencia.co/TVAD and use promo code TVAD to buy queer stuff. Thank you for joining us here at the Thirsty Tinker, and until next time, don't touch the slimy stuff on the trees. It looks like snot and it's gross.
Oh, that's nasty.